two of CDs. They're all in here. Um, so I'll start now. Is Carrie Underwood, Carnival Ride. I used to listen to this CD all the time when I was like younger, like 5 or so. And a memory that I have is me and my mom were going to downtown to the Science Museum, and I remember listening to this while we were parking, and I still listen to it to this day. I love this album. I wish it was on vinyl, but it doesn't exist. Nothing written on it. It's just this. I'm not sure if anything's actually on this or not, but it's in here, so maybe there is. It's a CDR, so I don't know if that makes it any different or not. Albums that I have in here are stuff from like when I was like really young. So I have like Splash by Go Fish. It's like this Christian child band, but it's like guys singing it. It's not like children. But we used to listen to this a lot when I was younger. I'm not religious anymore, but I still have these CDs because I remember listening to them when I was younger. There's also two VeggieTales CDs. This is one of them. This is the greatest hits. And then, hold on. This is VeggieTales Boys in the Sink. So I think it's supposed to be like um a take on like boy bands, I guess. Um, but yeah, I don't. I haven't seen VeggieTales in such a long time. But the last time I remember watching VeggieTales at all was in band class in like 8th grade, and that was such a long time ago. But this is also the Princess and the Frog soundtrack. Last time I watched this movie, I cried because there's a few reasons why, but the main reason is because I haven't seen it in such a long time, and um, it was just like it was just a real experience watching it again. Kids Bop Happy Meal CDs. So this one is number 8, and these are the weird thing about these is that there's like adults singing it with kids in the background. So it's like a real like random adult person singing like Kryptonite, but in the like the background singers are like children. And then this is number 6. This has Teardrops on My Guitar, and that's probably my favorite song because I'm not a Swiftie right now, but when I was younger, I loved Taylor Swift, especially since she was like a country artist, and I listened to like basically only country when I was younger. This next one is the Shrek 2 CD, so it has the the CD. It has the songs from the bonus um sing at the end with like Simon Cowell and stuff. So it's like all their like auditions and stuff. Chris R. No idea who that is, but he's a person, I guess. Alvin and the Chipmunks CD sampler. So this is like songs that they played in the movie, I guess. Um, or just like extra songs that they recorded for the movie, but never really they weren't like in the movie. Um, but yeah, there's Alvin and the Chipmunks. Has a country jukebox that has a bunch of like old country songs on it. My mom loves old 70s country, and this has like Loretta Lynn, Roger Miller, who she like loves so much. Roger Miller is like her favorite artist of all time. I got her a Roger Miller t-shirt for her birthday this year because she loves him so much. And then like Patsy Cline is on here. Um, George Jones, Johnny Cash, name really faint in it. I'm hoping you can't see that because I don't really want you knowing my full name, but it's just it just has my really like my full name in like really faint lettering. And then this is A Very Merry Kids Bop. It's Kids Bop the Christmas songs, I'm sure. Roger Miller. So this is best of Roger Miller. Um, it has so many songs that I've heard of. I think my favorite, well, the one that I can like stand to listen to all the time is King of the Road, but like of the fun songs, it's probably You Can't Roller Skate in a Buffalo Herd. I've always like that song's always been kind of funny to me, and it's the one I remember the most. Talent from Wendy's Kids Meal, and from what I remember, this is just instrumentals. Um, so that's not that fun to listen to in the car, I guess. I don't think it's like barely scratched up in the back, so I don't think I listened to it that much when I was younger. Jump 5, Accelerate. They were also kind of like a kids band. Um, I don't remember like anything from them at all, but I remember listening to it. I just don't remember what any of the songs sounded like or anything. But yeah, I Need You Now. I listen to this all the time in the car too. I remember like American Honey was like one of my favorite songs when I was younger, and then Need You Now, and then I think If I Knew Then I probably know that one, but I don't really remember like anything else. Lee and the Wailers, disc 2. I don't know where disc 1 is. Um, but this is the CD. Um, I know my dad like loves Bob Marley, but I don't really remember listening to him that often when I was younger. All I know is that he used to have like a poster of him in his room. But yeah, like a Master of Puppets. Um, I don't know any songs off this album at all. I'm not like the biggest Metallica fan either. I just, I listen to so much music, it's just like nothing like that old, I guess. Down Street by the Grateful Dead. Also have not listened to that much Grateful Dead either. Um, but I'm sure I've heard like a song or two from them. I know the only song that I really know by them is Scarlet Begonias because Sublime did like somewhat of a cover. Like it's not even a remix either. It says they use the lyrics from some of the song and then they like made their own song with it. Um so I listened to like the original Scarlet Begonia song and I like it, but I obviously prefer the Sublime one more. Zeppelin 3. Never really listened to that much Led Zeppelin either. I know my parents hate me for that, but I did see Alison Krauss and Robert Plant live, and that was really cool. And they sang a few Led Zeppelin songs that I didn't know, obviously, but I did like seeing them live. It was really fun. And then right after that, we got to see Bob Dylan live, and it was like the worst experience ever. And everybody around us was leaving, and it was kind of funny because you couldn't understand a single thing he was saying at all. An audiobook CD, Word Girl. I like kind of remember this too, but like not enough. It was from a Wendy's Kid Meal. Um, and it has 4 different stories on the disc. So I don't remember listening to this at all either. The Whalers disc 1. You can't really see what it says. It's like really faded. But again, haven't really listened to that much Bob Marley, but from what I've heard, it's really good. Stuff Skeleton from the Closet. I'm guessing the entire album is too big to be put on one CD, so this is just the best of from the album. Um, I don't know any of these songs either. Oh, I know Saint Stephen because I think I listened to this CD in my car and I remember listening to that song and liking it, so I added it to my Spotify like songs and That's like all I remember, and I still don't listen to it that often. So, they breathe. I love Fish. Actually, I went my first concert. My dad made sure was a Fish concert, so they were the first people I saw live, and it was okay. I kind of hated it because I don't even know why. I just like wasn't really like into the music then. But now I've listened to Lawn Boy a lot because it has my dad's favorite song on it, Bouncing Around the Room, and I I don't know. I just kind of like found that album to be good. So maybe this album is too. Um, CDs from when I was younger. So Dora the Explorer. I don't remember anything from any of these. I do remember seeing this Dora the Explorer CD though, but I don't. Obviously, I don't remember what was on it. I think it was just like another like story time thing, and then the same thing with this My Little Pony CD. It's from like the early 2000s, 2006. So that's about the time that I would have listened to it. And then this is Fly by the Chicks. I have this album on vinyl. If you didn't see my vinyl tour, um, but I love this album too. My mom listens to it all the time still, and so do I. So is Queen live at Wembley, '86. It has crazy little thing called the We Will Rock You, We Are the Champions, and Bohemian Rhapsody is on this one. So yeah, and it's a live album too, so that's probably pretty cool. Greatest hits, 1971 to 1975. Don't really listen to a lot of Eagles either. I know they hate being called the Eagles, so try not to say that, but I don't know like any of these songs either. So sorry. See the best of Black Oak, Arkansas. I've never heard of them in my life. Um, but they're probably pretty good, I guess. I'm guessing they're more like um classic rock. It's from the 90s, so maybe I'm not sure. Shakira. Um, I don't know Spanish, so and the font is kind of hard to read, but I think it's I don't want to say it, but that's the title. And all the songs are in Spanish, which I'm surprised my parents had because they kind of don't like music in other languages. But this is cool. And this has the one song I know from them, Hotel California. Um, but that's about it. There's only 6 songs on here, but it's a live album, so that kind of makes sense. Is the Beatles' Let It Be. I obviously know Let It Be. I'm not sure. I'm sure I know like another song off of here. Oh, Across the Universe. I know that one, but to be honest, I only really listen to the Fiona Apple version of it, which is really bad. The song's not bad, but it's bad that I listen to it because the Beatles version is probably better. But I don't know. Actually, disc one of Queen live at Wembley '86. Um, this one has another one, Bites the Dust. I Want to Break Free, Under Pressure, and that's basically all I know off this one. But the little drawings on the bottom are cool. And 18 essential songs. Um, I know I've listened to one of her albums before because I have an old version of it on vinyl that I didn't show because it's really old, and I got it from my parents when like their albums that they had left over. They gave them to me. This is everything. And then on the back is like a story line of her entire life, I guess, or just her what she's done. He is Jimi Hendrix. Um, yeah, I don't really want to say the name for obvious reasons. Not obvious reasons, but I don't know. I don't want to make people mad. So, but I don't know any of these songs either. Sorry. The Who, the Millennium Collection again. So it's probably just a greatest hits kind of compilation album. The very best of the Who. I think I've heard like two songs by them and that's it. I'm not completely sure, but this is the cover. I'm looking at the title tracks or the tracks in the inside. I might know Won't Get Fooled Again. Um, but this is like the inside, and then there's like pictures throughout. Burn CD, Kenny Rogers, 20 Great Years. Not sure what is on this either. Um, but I'll probably listen to it and see what is on it eventually. The Cream of Clapton, which is an insane name for a greatest hits album. Um, Knocking on Heaven's Door. I'm pretty sure I know that song. And that's it. A Fish album, I'm pretty sure. It says produced by Fish, so I'm guessing it is, but it doesn't say the name or really the artist of who this is. Um, and I've never listened to it either. So, Fleetwood Mac, greatest hits. I know Rhiannon, um, Go Your Own Way, Dreams. I'm sure I know more than that, but those are the ones I know off the top of my head. Um, it's just a greatest hits album. The only song I really know is Bad Bad Boy, Leroy Brown, and that's mainly because my parents played it a lot in the car when I was growing up too. CD is Sunday sing-alongs, classics, so I'm guessing it's just like church music, but for kids. It's ages 3 to 10, and there's 18 songs. So, yeah, is from the Zed Up and Led Zeppelin um CDs from the very beginning of the last video, and this is CD 1. So that's nice. This video. Let me know if you liked any of these CDs or if I should like try to listen to any of them. If you didn't see my last video, I want to try and do like a TikTok or YouTube Shorts video series next year where I listen to one CD every day for the entire year. So I'll see if I can do that and listen to more music than I already do. Um but yeah, that's basically the end. I might link some things down below so you can follow me other places. But other than that, that's it. So bye.